All right, Shalom. It's the brother Kona. I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Kakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I'm here today with another lesson, and it is called "Work Out Your Own Salvation." Right, and that's a very important statement because a lot of people think. I feel like a lot of people think like once you finally come into the truth, a lot of people think that, just knowing is enough, right? But it's not. Just knowing itself is not enough. And the reason is because it tells you in the word, there are certain things required of us as far as like once we come into this truth, and there's certain things that we're supposed to do. One, we supposed to, we as a body, as a whole, it's there's a duty for each one of us to do, that take part into spreading the word, in hopes of waking up the elect. And that's why it's called work out your own salvation. Right. So after you come into the truth and then you start learning the truth, you hope to make it to the kingdom, right? You hope to make it to the kingdom, but there are certain things required of us in order to make it to the kingdom, right? And you have to be part of the body that is, at hand and waking up the rest of the sheep. So, you have to work out your own salvation, So without further ado, I want to get straight into it. And I want to go straight to 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and 13. It say, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine," right? And that word exhortation, it just simply means, doing your part. You know what I'm saying? Give attendance to reading and exhortation to doctrine, helping spread the word, Hold on. So like, first I had it written down, but I forgot to write down a verse. So I gotta jump to 4, 4, 13 to 14. Continuing on to verse 14. "Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy with the land on the hands of the presbytery." Right? So that's just pretty much saying neglect not the gift. So once you come into this truth, right, you receive, the gift, of that the Lord put in you in order for you to receive the word, right, that you hearing. You know what I mean? And it's saying neglect not that. Take heed, neglect not that. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. You know what I mean? So once you get this word, you're supposed to take heed of it. You're supposed to hear it. You're supposed to receive it. And then you're supposed to spread it. You know what I mean? And that's, that's the part that you're supposed to play, right? Now, from there, I'm going to go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 4 and 2. And it says, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season." Right? So be instant in season, out of season. No matter what, no matter what the circumstances is, you got a job to do, and the Lord expects you to do it in season, out of season, winter, summer, spring, fall, whatever. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So reprove, what show what you learn, like reproving is showing what you learn. You know what I mean? Pretty much growing. You know what I mean? Like you receiving it, you hearing, you learning it. You know what I mean? You growing with it, right? And rebuke, as you spreading the word, for all the rebukers, the scoffers, non-believers, people like that, got a misunderstanding of what you're saying to them, you're supposed to rebuke, You know what I'm saying? Let them know what the truth is, straight from the word, you know what I'm saying, from the Lord himself. Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Right? Now, from there, I want to jump to Hebrews 3 and 12. Right? Hebrews 3 and 12. And it says, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief and departing from the living God. You know what I mean? So pretty much it's just saying, take heed, lest there be, like, because, you know, if we being real with ourselves, you know, we dealing with the flesh, you know what I'm saying? Which is we in a sinful body, you know, and we got lust and all types of, you know, temptations and stuff that we deal with on a day-to-day basis that we face with that, you know, that's trying to, you know, pull us away. You know, the more and more you get into it, you know what I'm saying, the more and more you got, you know, the inner demons that we dealing with on a day-to-day basis trying to pull us, you know, away from it. So it says, take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief and departing from the living God. But you supposed to, like, and that's why, you know, the word exhortation, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to exhort in the word, constantly into it, you know, watching the videos, reading, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. Because that's the last thing you want to do after you, like, once you get into the word, the last thing you want to do is let anything pull you out of the word, right? And I got one more. Right? The book of James. Book of James 1:22. Right? It say, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. You know what I mean? So, like I was saying earlier in the video, you know, you're supposed to receive the word. Like, once you come into the truth, you start, you know, learning. You know what I'm saying? You receive it, and once you receive it, you're supposed to spread it, right? Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. You know what I mean? And, you know, and part of, you know, doing the word, you know what I'm saying, is taking in what you learn, you know what I'm saying, from what you're hearing, learning, and then spreading the word. You know what I'm saying? And part of you doing that, you working out your own salvation, you know, talking to brothers in the faith, you know what I mean? And that's what we supposed to do. This is what we supposed to do. Nobody else can do your job for you. You know what I mean? And so I just want to leave you guys with that. I want to end it by saying, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakradas, Shalom.